Welcome to Celtic Stuff Live on the CLNS Media Network, the leading online provider of audio and video coverage for the Boston Celtics. I'm your host, Justin Poulin. Joining me is John Duke, and the Celtics preseason is over. We're going to table that, though, for the second half of the show because a big announcement this week. That's right. Kyrie says, and this is at season ticket holder night, Kyrie says he will re-sign with the Celtics next summer. Don't ask him about the money. And obviously, if the Celtics will have me, that's a nice, humble way to say that, but I'm sure that they will. Just stay healthy, Kyrie. That he will be back. And obviously, this dovetails into a whole host of other conversations. But, John, it really substantiates something that you really felt very confident about. I said, well, we'll see. It's not contract negotiation time. But we got a really good vibe about it a little over a week ago. Then he comes in really strong this time. And I think at this point, you're 100% right. He has no intentions of going anywhere. And I don't know why, if he wasn't sincere, he would double down on it in front of the media. That's just asking for problems. So clearly he loves the city, loves the franchise. And I know that the team is headed in the right direction, obviously. Biggest, odds-on favorite, number 2 in the league to, going to the finals. Not quite as much of a odds-on favorite as the Golden State Warriors. No surprise there, but a team headed in the right direction. So it's really easy to say you'll come back, but I also almost get the sense that if this team wasn't even quite as successful and built as well as it was today, that Kyrie would probably be coming back anyway.
Yeah, I mean, everything is set up here well for him. There's, as you said, you can take the team apart from that. He's in a major market. He's in one of the real important franchises in the league. I mean, there's certainly the whole New York, LA thing. There's the warm weather piece. There's the tax, issues. But when you look at the meat and potatoes, the heart of the league, there's Boston, there's the Lakers, and then it gets a little dicey. The Knicks, the Pistons, I don't think so. So, you start to look at really where you are and in terms of being a marquee franchise, and for you to be the star of a marquee franchise, that's pretty easy choice. And then on top of that, you've got a brand new workout facility, a training facility that the team opened up with partnering with New Balance and the Red Auerbach Center. It's all there for him. And then, oh, by the way, let's put onto that, as you said, where the team sits. And not just where the team sits today, but where the team will look to sit over the next 2, 3, 4, maybe even, into the next decade. And that's really where I think Kyrie's looking. And yeah, there's some questions. He's got the knee. Whether he will be able to stay healthy throughout that next contract, I think there's certainly concerns about that. But right now, the fact that he's willing to stay here is huge. It's huge for this year's team. It takes that whole question off the table. It allows them to plan for next summer, allows us to talk about Terry Rozier, and it also allows us to talk about even bigger fish out there. And knowing that Kyrie Irving, he may be one of the best pre-agency recruiters that there is out there. A lot of guys love Kyrie. He's a USA basketball guy, and that's going to be really important as the Celtics
sells shoes too, like a champ, right? I mean, nothing better than to be around. If you're like a Jason Tatum, right? You're young in your career, you want to get to that point. That's where a lot of the money is made in this game, and sort of be around Kyrie and those people and those businessmen. That's a good thing for your career too, for later on, especially when the torch gets passed.